Powers 1. Virtue and Violence by Rob Harper.
Chapter 2.
When we last left Virtue in Portal, the two girls were surrounded by MOV troops trapped in the sewers, with no help in sight. The two girls share a brief moment of panic-stricken fear-induced laughter, when out of nowhere there is a pop, and a noxious smell followed by the appearance of Otis, blue-haired co-leader of Portal's beta.
Mel, thank God you came.
I got to the phone a second too late. I was in the combat room brushing up on a few spells. I used a locator spell to search you out, then popped here as soon as it found you. So those MOV jerks are making trouble again. Professor Wilderby said that there were new rumblings from Ireland. Seems the MOV isn't content to stay in the Emerald Isle anymore.
You could say that again. Mel. Or I guess I should call you Otis in the field. This is Virtue. Virtue, this is Melanie Odd, co-leader of the beta.
It's nice to finally meet you. I'm a big fan of your father.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Sorry. I've read your dossier. I should have known better than to say that. Thank you for helping our little Rachel here.
Yeah, it seems everyone's read my dossier. Everyone except me, that is. I'm sure it's all lies anyways.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll let you read my dossier next time you're at the Foundation, okay? So what's the situation?
Virtue and Rachel take turns explaining how they ended up in this mess, and Mel listens intently. After the girls finish their tale, she sits down on some boxes for a second.
So no powers to rescue Suck, and we still don't know why the MOV seems to be suddenly in the racket of collecting powers. It seems like a little stakeout is in order. I wish Crimson were here. She's much better at this than I am, but we'll give it a shot. I'm pretty sure Suck's power won't affect my magics, so let's send a little fly to listen on the MOV's wall.
With Otis there, Virtue and Portal's spirits rise. Mel whips up a spell that casts a little flying ear to go listen to the MOV troops and see what they can find out. A few hours into the listening session, a new voice comes into the picture, and all the idle chatter between the guards ceases.
I see we have the anti-power Suck. Ugly cuss, isn't he? The other team reports they lost that beta Portal. Accounts of some kind of Batgirl sweeping her away. Oh well, an invulnerable girl would have been a nice addition to our new MOV, but she isn't necessary. Personally, I thought kidnapping a beta was a little overt, but Father insisted. So what was I to do? Still, it's better we didn't get that one. With the beta after her, the regulators wouldn't be far behind, and then all of what we worked for in Ireland would be lost. This one, however, will be useful in controlling our new recruits. Yes, he'll augment our large power nullifier on the island nicely. Make sure he doesn't wake up. If you see him even twitch, trank him again.
No worries, sir. We're on it.
Who was that?
I don't know, but let me cast something here and let's see if we can't get a visual to go along with his voice.
Mel makes some mystical movement, which Virtue and Rachel find hard to follow, and then miraculously, a picture of the talker appears in the air in front of her.
Ah! I should have known. Night Day, high up in the MOV, son of the leaders, an all-around bastard.
Otis makes it her business to know all of her potential enemies.
This is much bigger than us girls. I think it is best that we sit tight, and I'll put out the call for some backup. There's not much chance of us taking out all those guards, and getting away with an unconscious person with only my magics.
So we're just supposed to sit here and have a slumber party and wait for the guys to come bail us out?
Yep, grab a seat and tell some ghost stories, because we might be here a while.
Otis goes about casting spell to contact the beta, and then goes back to listening to the guards chatter.
Is she always this bossy?
Well, it is her job, I guess.
I just don't like having to wait for some goobs to come and save me. So who is all on your team, so I can at least know who I don't want to be saved by?
Well, let's see the truth. Thrust, Congo Knight, and of course, the Claw, who's co-leader with Otis, and maybe Dr. Doctor. But him and the Claw don't get along too well, so he might not come.
Great. I've met the Claw before. What's that null, uptight jerk doing co-leading a team of powers? No wonder Dr. Doctor hates him.
Actually, it's the Claw who doesn't like Dr. Doctor, and the Claw is leading the team with me because he is better equipped to handle any situation than any power. I suggest you not call him any more slurs, or I might just teleport Rachel and myself home and call in the army to wipe out the MOV and anyone else who is down here with him. Understand?
Jeez, what's up with her?
The Claw's her boyfriend.
Oh, oops. What about you? Do you have a boyfriend?
Me, well, there's some boys, but not really. How about you? I saw how concerned about Suck you were. What about him?
Suckamy. Well, he's a little older than me, and he doesn't talk much.
The girl talk is interrupted by Mel, who motions the other two to be quiet. Nightday is back, and he sounds angry.
I've had enough waiting for Mr. B to show up. Grab the prisoner, and let's get back to the helicarrier.
No!
Virtue runs towards where they have Suck caged, and Otis and Portal are forced to follow. By the time they reach the prison area, Suck is gone. Otis and Portal arrive to see Virtue ripping a few guards to shreds. Her ferocious attack has caught the guards flat-footed, but they are recovering quickly. Otis and Portal join the fray, and amazingly the three seem to be winning. A guard gets the drop and fires at Portal, but luckily Suck is far enough away that her blast field goes off, saving her life. Seeing that their powers work again, Otis starts to use an old technique her brother taught her. She teleports, hits, and keeps the guard confused. Virtue reaches Nightday and touches him before he can activate his shadow power. Instantly her pheromones put him in a state of bliss and he falls to the floor. Virtue, Otis, and Portal begin to mop up the remaining resistance, when suddenly a gateway opens, and out of it rushes the troops that were chasing Rachel earlier, and the gateway's master, Mr. B.
Well, what do we have here? I stopped to pick up the others, and I'll brace loose.
Mr. B motions for the troops to stun Portal, which they do efficiently. Otis realizes they are in trouble and immediately grabs Virtue and teleports away.
What did you do that for? Now they have Suck and Rachel.
Settle down. We couldn't have beaten all those troops, especially with Rachel out. Don't worry, I still have a spell lock on Rachel's position.
Otis once again grabs Virtue, and they teleport to near where Rachel is. They arrive in a pop on a landing pad with the MOV VTOLs taking off.
Rachel and Suck's craft has already taken off. Hurry, jump in that one.
Otis and Virtue raid one of the nearby craft. Virtue uses her powers to knock the guards out, and they head off after Rachel. The two fly after their friend, and soon the huge MOV helicarrier comes into view. Designed after the Regulator's own helicarrier, this flying fortress is a mobile base for the Nefarious Club. It's always stayed above international waters so as not to attract the ire of foreign countries, and now here it is hovering over the North Atlantic, waiting for its stolen cargo to arrive. Otis lands the MOV VTOL, and she and Virtue jump out of the craft to find a secure hiding place as soon as possible. Their plan goes awry, however, when the moment they set foot on the deck of the helicarrier, they are surrounded by MOV troops.
Did you really think you two girls could arrive on our property without our knowledge?
The two turn to see Nightday, now cleaned up and safe distance away, mocking them. Otis is about to say something when Virtue beats her to the punch, as it were, by attacking the nearest guard. Otis is left no choice but to fight, and so another pitched battle rages. The girls don't fare too poorly by ducking, flying, teleporting, and jabbing, but then their abilities suddenly cease to work. Suck has obviously been brought near. The girls are soon overpowered and brought before Nightday, with Mr. B at his side. Unconscious still on the ground are Suck and Portal. Rachel is tied and gagged while they assume that the amount of tranks that they have pumped into Suck will keep him down.
Well, you two sure gave a good fight, especially you, Batgirl. But now, ladies, I'm afraid your hijinks are at an end. This girl here, Portal I believe you call her, now she's powerful, nearly invulnerable really, and that guy next to her, Suck, he is quite useful too, as I'm sure you can tell. But you two, no, you two are quite unimpressive. A flying girl and a teleporting witch, not the type of people we're looking for in our masters of violence. And so, since you're no longer amusing, or of any use, we shall kill you now. I wanted to throw you overboard, but then I realized one teleports and the other flies, so that wouldn't work. Instead, we'll have to shoot you. A trifle boring, but it'll have to do.
At Nightday's command, the guards aim at the two would-be rescuers, and are about to fire when out of nowhere Portal blasts off her restraints. Suck leg sweeps the nearest guard to him and grabs his rifle. Seeing their chance, Virtue and Otis jump back into the fray, now that they can use their powers again. Virtue kicks and punches her way through a few of the guards, while Otis teleports quickly and efficiently around, knocking guns and punching faces. Suck seems pretty good with a rifle, and soon has taken out more than his share of MOV troops. The battle goes well, that is until more troops come up from the decks below. Soon the four fighters are corralled, and are back-to-back fighting. Otis is becoming too tired to keep teleporting, and the others are losing ground quickly. Just as all seems lost, a large craft with a huge guitar on the side blasts overhead. Out of the belly of the ship comes Doc Rock and his rockers to the rescue. Doc Rock tries to make his way to the four heroes, who are almost overcome with the help of Shrapnel and Whiteout, who are firing away, clearing Doc Rock's way. Cat, Assassin, and Bully all jump into the fray, doing what they all do best, and that is kicking some bad guy tail.
Hello, y'all. You need some help?
How did you know where to find us?
A fleet of MOV craft don't leave the city without us noticing.
Saving you folks seemed like a bonus. Doc Rock begins to lead the four towards his plane, when from another direction, the wild plane comes up and over the deck, and out jump the Truth, Thrust, Congo Knight, and the Claw, and even Dr. Doctor makes an appearance. They make their presence known by decimating the rest of the MOV troops. Congo Knight stands back to back with Whiteout, who is blasting ice at any MOV troops willing to poke their heads up.
It is good to see you, brother. And you. Unfortunately, I doubt the rest of our teams will be as pleased to see each other.
Congo Knight's prophetic words ring true as the final MOV guards are dealt with and the two teams face off with each other. Sensing that they have a chance of escape, as the two super teams are more concerned with each other than with them, Nightday and Mr. B make their move. Mr. B uses the hate between the two teams to create a doorway all the way back to Ireland, as Nightday activates a self-destruct mechanism on the helicarrier. Nightday follows Mr. B through the gateway, and they disappear. Meanwhile, the two teams face each other with Portal, Otis, Virtue, and Suck between them. Virtue holds Suck's hands as she watches the show between these two supergroups.
What the hell are you doing here, Doc Rock? These are our teammates, and we can take care of our own.
I don't want any trouble here, Claw. We was just in the neighborhood and thought y'all might need a hand.
Bully growls at his younger brother, the Claw, and taunts him.
I see you're still using Father's broken claw. Personally, I like using my own.
Bully pops his claws menacingly. Otis jumps in front of the Claw and looks deep into his eyes.
Don't.
Bully laughs, and just as the Claw is about to lose it, the first explosion rocks the helicarrier. The whole craft starts to tilt dangerously, and all problems are forgotten when the explosions start to become regular. Everyone who can fly, teleport, or move quickly helps the others to his or her respective crafts. Doc Rock grabs the Claw before he gets flung overboard, and then Otis teleports them to safety. Eventually, everyone is aboard his or her craft, each hovering above the critically wounded helicarrier. From the doorway of his craft, Doc Rock gives the Claw and Dr. Doctor a quick wink and salute. The Claw gives a nod back, but Dr. Doctor just eyes his older brother coolly.
Boys, when will they stop being so frickin' macho? It's sad, really.
The three girls laugh as the Claw and Dr. Doctor turn to them and give them dirty looks, which of course makes them just laugh more. One last huge explosion finishes the MOV's helicarrier, which plummets into the icy North Atlantic. The two super teams' craft fly off in different directions, letting their differences be solved another day. From the wild plane, the three girls can still be heard laughing their butts off while making jokes about their tough guys.
The end. For now.
And you're like, oh, that sucks. We like them. They died. And then
No one
it
likes
turns out
them. No one likes any of our characters.
Everybody likes Mac and Brandon.
No, everyone hates our characters.
Oh, you're so down on yourself.
I am, because no one buys our swag from that website.
CafePress.com/Finland Rolltime Radio?
Yeah, I wish people
I know. We want to kill ourselves.
You know, it might help.
Prevent our suicide. Buy some swag.
Quite frankly, you know, we are quite poor. We got bills to pay, mouths to feed.